right! It's been a while, okay? And I'm sorry. And I'm already being sorry for something you guys didn't even do. Typical. But I am back, dude. It feels good to be back, and I have a lot of explaining to do. So I didn't die, I didn't get hit offline, I didn't drop my controller and cried about it. I didn't do any of that. And honestly, it starts all with really admitting and saying I needed a break. Dude, you play video games for a living. Why do you need to take a break, like, at all? Let me tell you why. You're either gonna get it or you don't, all right? But when you do something so much every single day, you slowly start to not really enjoy it too much. And I'm not gonna say I'm sitting here dreading and crying or like absolutely hating when I'm playing video games or anything like that. No, I love it, all right? That's just the facts. I love it to death. But it all really kind of started off a few months ago when I was texting my great-grandmother, and I could feel exhaustion. I could feel just the mental exhaustion of doing something like this every single day. It just really hit me. This break wasn't an easy thing to take. I really want you guys to know that, because I pondered about this for really months, and I was anxious. I was worried. I was texting my great-grandmother. I was like, what's going on? I have something I love, and it's making me hurt. It's not making me as happy as it used to be, and I need to do something about it because I still love it, but I just can't do it as much right now. It was just lingering on me because, as you guys know, I was on Aftermath, Black Ops 2, I can't remember. But that was the video, that was the start of where I said for my New Year's resolution, I want to upload a video every single day for 2012, and that's what I did, and that's where I blew up, and that is easily one of the greatest years of my life. I hate when people say, and I'll admit it right now, I've had some of my greatest times ever in my life playing video games, all right? And no one can take that away from me. And no one can take that away from you. If you've ever had like such great times on something you might think is ridiculous, they can't say anything. They can't say anything about that because they weren't there. They weren't there in that moment. They can never take that away from you. I've had some of my greatest moments here on YouTube. I've had some of my greatest moments on video games, just talking to people, just being around it. Video games changed my life, guys. That's just facts, all right? But it was the time thing that was really lingering on me, and I gotta explain it more. So like a lot of things, when they're gone, you start to miss them. And like the saying says, you don't know what you have until it's gone. And I really wanted to capture kind of feeling, just because I've been around it for so long, I've been around it so much, and it was kind of exhausting. To put it into perspective, I was hopping on, and I could hop on for an hour or two and then work on the video, and then I would just want to get off. I wouldn't want to do it as long as I could have like a while ago, you know? That could be just because of the video games that are out right now. IW, MWR, you know, maybe there's just a catalog of games right now, they just don't interest me. So that's all right, you know, that's absolutely okay. All the times when I was doing this, people would ask me, what if you don't like it anymore? I'm surprised you still like it. And I was like, I love it. People like things, but I love this shit. It was just really catching up to me, and it happens. It happens to everyone, man. It really does. But that's not the only reason I took a break. I wanted to see my friends. I haven't seen them in a long time, because before I even went back, it was 6 months before I saw any of them. And it just happens when you grow up, dude. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just, you have to go. There's nothing you could do about it, so what can you do? It just sucked being away from home for so long and going back and just seeing, oh, what's this? There's a building here. Oh, so why don't we eat at this pizza spot anymore? Oh, we're going to this bar? What's wrong with that one? What happened there? Oh, he got kicked out? Oh, he's banned for life? Oh, I didn't do any of that, but I guess we're going to this one. Like, just the most ridiculous things ever, man. But man, there's also been so much going on in the world. There's been so much going on. Like, there's so much to talk about. Like, we won COD Champs! What else do we have to say? We won it. We did it. Huge shout out to Matthew Formal. Huge shout out to Seth Scumpy. Huge shout out to Damon Karma. And huge shout out to Ian Crim6, the absolute GOATs. Solidified, greatest COD roster ever. Damon 3 rings. Canadians showing you what's good. Alright, that event was easily one of the greatest times I ever had, because it felt surreal. When we won that event, it didn't feel real until you just saw them picking up the trophy, and as soon as after that, everyone that was there, like Jay, Hector, me, Proof, Aaron, Hitch, none of us knew what to do with ourselves. As soon as we won, the next 5 minutes of our lives, we couldn't predict it. We had nowhere to go, because that was the only spot we needed to go, and it was achieved. Those guys destroyed it. You won 2 best of 5s, grand final, COD champs. Damon went flawless at COD Champs in Search and Destroy. I don't want to hear it. He's the best. After that, the celebrations were awesome. We were just hanging out. Then after that, I stayed in Orlando just for a little bit more to hang out with people. Went to Universal. After that, hung out with T-Mart, went to his place, went for a Sea-Doo ride for the first time in my life. I know. I have a boat and everything, but I haven't rode a Sea-Doo just because I was always little bro, so I was always the guy to hold to be in the back. I never got to rev it. I never got to go out and be in control. Then Trev let us ride it. Courage was there as well and just went ham. Also cut my hand at the top here and on the side from trying to jump off his boathouse. And that I didn't want to jump off the boathouse anymore because I already cut my hand, so it was blood everywhere. Then same night, we go to a J. Cole concert and it's an absolute blast. Easily one of the greatest concerts I've ever been to. All of For Your Eyes Only. I love that album to death. It's so good if you haven't listened to it. And there's only one way to listen to albums nowadays. It's start to finish. Only way. Gotta appreciate the craft, and it was unreal what he did there, man. It was unreal. And Sprat left FaZe. What? That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Sprat just went for it. Sprat just went for it, man. He left FaZe, and now he's James Sprat. There is one video you should watch. It's Dirty's reaction to it. Montage. So funny, man. Oh, class guy. Absolutely love him. Everything on YouTube nowadays is YouTube's a weird place. I think I took a perfect time. Everything that's going on with the kind of lack of drive for video games now, it felt right. And I don't think you guys get it. It drove me so crazy to even have a break, you know? Because back then, even missing a day drove me insane. And I want you guys to know that that break originally started off with just a week. I was actually going to take a week off and I was going to be back the week after, and I needed to be there longer and I needed to not do it as much. That's just it. I learned a lot this break. I did a lot this break. I really grew a lot over this break, and it was nothing but beneficial for me. And I hate when people say like, oh, it's, you know, that's selfish, you know? If anyone ever says you're selfish or anything, chances are they didn't get something out of you that they wanted, and that's just it. There's a very vague difference between what selfish really describes, and when it all comes down to it, it's all really about you. You know, it's really, really all you got. A mind in the back of your head, you're all you got. When you wake up every day, who do you hear first? You. You're all you got. All I'm saying is look after yourself. In this game of life that we play, where everything is like a scene, a scenario, like things just happen all around you. It's your life, you know, it's your game. You can find ways. If you care enough, you'll find any way possible. So, speaking of change, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Everyone's already asking. It's already been asked many times. Why did I go blonde? And honestly, it's really simple. So I went back home and it was Friday and I went out with a bunch of friends. And to give you guys some disclosure on this, all the people I was hanging out with, I learned my colors with, I learned how to color in the provinces with, I sang "Oh Canada" with all of them. Do I have to say more? They were the day ones. And then we kind of got on the topic. It's like, hey Pam, remember when you dyed your hair blonde? Like, yeah dude, it was like in grade 2, grade 3. Like when your entire soccer / football team does it, you have to do it as well. So it's like a group thing. And I did it. I was a part of that. So we were drinking, we were hanging out, having a good time. Further on more in the night, I didn't get any sleep. And I stayed up the entire night, and it ended up being a very impulsive decision. And that's why you guys probably saw a tweet like, blonde Pam? It's really impulsive. And I didn't get any sleep. I was like, you know what? Screw it. Got a ride up to Walmart. Next thing you know, I'm holding a hair dye in my hand, and then we just went for it, man. And the funny thing is, I don't know if I have footage of it. I really, really hope I have footage of this. Yo, you can say this is ginger. That'd be really great. But I actually messed up, and I was actually ginger for about an hour and a half. It's like, is this thing working? It's really stinging right now. I don't know. Did we read the label? Is it 2 hours or is it 1? And I ended up ginger. It was really weird. I didn't want to be a ginger. So as soon as that happened, I was too far into it. So I said, screw it. Texted my mom. Mom, I'm going blonde. She doesn't text back till an hour later. She's like, what? Sorry, too late. Go to the salon. I walk in there. I was like, hey, I'm ginger right now. I need you guys to make me blonde. Just get it over with. And they went for it. And I don't remember it stinging that much, but they just bleached it this time and they just went for it. They said, if you feel anything on your head, let us know. It stung it stung a lot, all right? I was supposed to say something, but I had too much pride. It wasn't stinging that much, but I could slowly start to feel my hair going blonde. I could feel it just a little bit. The next thing you know, I'm blonde. And I didn't really like post many pictures of it because I wasn't sure if I was gonna dye it back later on. I just kind of wanted to just do it. And it was a little bit more deeper than just dye my hair and like doing it for the reminiscing sake. I needed to know that I could do something drastic and I could do something like that, be in control and alter something in my life that would, you know, just change kind of how things go. I needed to know I could do like that because every single day here, it felt like a routine. It really is a really good routine I have here. But it just, people get lost in the sauce. I got lost in the loop and it just felt like every day was the same and it was kind of getting toxic. Really. So I needed to prove to myself that I could do something like this and I could have real grasp on things if I really want to. And I did it. I feel good about it. I have no really regrets about it. I did the first couple days, honestly, because everyone was like, come on, I know. Why'd you have to do that reaction? Couldn't you just give me something a little bit more positive? Be like, Super Saiyan, like, nice job. It doesn't look that bad. I've had people tell me I should go bald. I've had people tell me I should just buzz cut it. I've had people tell me, why'd you do that? My mom, I swear, I think she wanted to gag. And every single time I would walk into the room, she'd just be like, I can't believe you did this. So funny. Half of it was really funny just because of the reactions. And after that, I kind of just winged it. So there you go. That's why I went blonde. I was actually getting compliments like, oh, I love it. You know, you look great blonde. If I do look good in it, I'm down. All right. Super down. Obviously, I can't control it now. What happened, happened. Can't go back. Shoulder shrug it. I was actually thinking about waiting to make my video back just because I wanted it to grow a little longer on the sides just so I can cut the sides short, and then keep it a little long on top. But I was like, nah, we gotta make this now. It's been too long, so we'll do a haircut for sure, 100%. I don't know how long it'll be. I didn't think how long I was gonna actually have this hair. It might be till like World War II. Or it might get long enough to a point where I could just cut it all off and then... I actually was forgetting I was blonde because I went to my great-grandmother's house and then she was like, so you're blonde now? And I was like, oh yeah, I am blonde. Yeah, let me tell you about this. And I would just forget. And I would just get like longer looks. People would just be looking at me. I was just like, what are you looking at? Like, you wanna start something? Like, shipment? Rust? Terminal? Catch these hands, fool. But that's why I went blonde, guys. And I gotta show you this. I just gotta show you guys it. It's so cool. All right, it's unreal. Yeah, it's a real thing. That's Chipotle. That's the celebrity card. I am so lucky. I just had to show you guys because I've had a lot of people. Can I see it? Can I see it? It's like, yeah, sure, why not? I think it's cool anyway. And if there's something to brag about, it's probably that. So I'll take that. Who else would do that? I would. Yeah? You? I trust you. You wouldn't like that? You're a liar. So that's really what's been going down. You know, you can't really grow if you do the exact same thing. You look at the exact same things every single day because at that point, that's called the grind, okay? That right there is like a one-on-one, just sheer grinding. And I know all about that, all right? And that's the thing about the grind. You're not the only one out there on the grind. Right now, as soon as you go to sleep, some other person is out there not sleeping, trying to take your spot, all right? That's the grind. Grind is to outgrind the other people and to just, who cares more about it, you know? Feels good to be back on it. Chose a hell of a time. Lots of stuff going on in YouTube. Feels good though. I'm excited. I have the urges. I have the real urges to go out and just really make a video, whatever it is. And that's the thing with this channel. We were never really limiting ourselves to just, really to just one thing, whether it's a game or whether it's vlogs or just anything like that. And if you guys want vlogs, I'm really all for it, man, because I'm really starting to dig the vlogs. And now if you guys are, I can really go at it. We can do some more vlogs. We can do some more editing. It's really feeling fun now, all right? It feels like a new feeling. Feels like this feeling I've been missing just for a little bit. And now I captured it, and now it's here. And just in time for the World War II beta. Let's get it! World War II beta this weekend, playing it non-stop. I can't wait. It's gonna be great times, man. Boots on the ground. We're back. Boom. On the ground. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you guys really did, leave a favorite. Commenting is free as well as subscribing. I'm happy to be back, guys, and thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you guys so much for any tweet, any comment that you guys have been posting since I've been gone. It really does mean a lot. I felt the love, and you know, I'm ready to send that love back. All right, and thank you so much. Just thank you so much, guys. Things didn't have to be this way. Things didn't have to go the way they did, but they did, and it's just thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm excited now. I'm excited to make videos for you guys. I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited to really do this. So let's get started. Let's get into this. It's good to be back. I'll see you have some gorgeous faces in the next video.